Hey, so I am walking to meet my cousin Lindsay. We're gonna spend the evening on a pub crawl. The Japanese word for pub crawl or bar hopping is hashigo. And we're starting out in a neighborhood not far from where I live. This neighborhood is called Nakano Shimbashi. And I had a dream a few years ago that Kenji and I would live in Nakano Shimbashi. As it turns out, we live about a 15 or 20 minute walk from there. But it's just such a cool little neighborhood with lots of great bars and restaurants. And I am really excited to be spending the evening or part of the evening there. I had a good, wonderful day with Amy and her husband Adam. Didn't buy any books at the bookstore. And haven't done much reading, but I did start the Ogawa novel, The Housekeeper and the Professor. And it's very emotional, very moving from page 1. I think I'm gonna love it. That's all the reading. I read like 2 pages of the Angolan novel, Transparent City. It's really quite compelling so far. And now I'm going to show you Nakano Shimbashi. I'm going to turn the camera around, do my own camera flip. Finally stopped raining. There are all kinds of restaurants along here that I spent a lot of time at. I'm meeting Lindsay at 6, and I told her I might be 5 minutes late. That steak place, the steak was no good. I was so disappointed. This is the closest steak restaurant to my house. It's no good. And this is a huge gym. I am looking for a part-time job, cleaning the shower room or something. Good Lord, I would do it for free. I don't know what that is. Way up on the right is a Mexican restaurant that was actually quite good. But this is something that happens, I wouldn't say often in Japan, but it happens regularly in a way that I've never heard of this in North America. The owner just opens and closes it on a whim. So it's almost never open, but yet it's still in business. So we went there about 3 times and we loved the food. How wonderful to have good Mexican food in this part of Tokyo. Too bad about the spelling. He calls it dragon tacos. I think he means dragon tacos. It's a little unfortunate. But, you know, the menu's up, everything's up. It's not open. It's never open. It hasn't been open than any time that I've walked by for 2 or 3 years, but yet he's obviously still paying rent on the place, and I don't understand that. There's so many bakeries and pottery shops I've seen that, you know, open twice a year. Like, I don't understand that. Maybe it's the person, maybe the people own the building, so they're not paying rent. I don't know. It's a mystery to me, but I do miss going there. I've always wanted to try this restaurant. Oh, it looks like it's under new management. Do you see that humongously tall bouquet of flowers? That is to wish a new business well. And so whenever you see that outside of any kind of a shop or business, you know that it's new business. Beyond that, I can't remember what kind of food this is. We're going to turn left here, and then we're on the main street of Nakano Shimbashi. And this is just a local neighborhood. It's not, you know, like a metropolitan area at all. God, that looks just a little bit like Kenji. Pachinko parlor. Tonight, if it's open, we're going to start the evening's festivities at a wine bar that has recently opened here. And I want to show you this. This is a very old sushi restaurant. The owners, a husband and wife, they're in their mid to late 80s. I went there one time and it was really amazing. It was really good. A really sweet old couple. Yeah, maybe 85. I don't know. Just amazing. Like many neighborhoods of Tokyo, the side streets have all these places that if you don't, you'd never know they were there. And I love exploring the side streets. You never know what you're going to find. There's other things I'd like to explore. Sean, don't be such a pig. Side street. 5 or 6 more bars there. And this, with very little fanfare, is Nakano Shimbashi Station. And if I'm You're on film, but I will edit it out if you don't want. Hello, Lindsay. This is it. Just say something so I know that your audio's picking up.
Something.
Something? Can you say more about that thing?
Oh, something.
Hello, Sean. So I'm just having a quick check-in. Anyway, I've literally just read the first 56 pages, so leading up to the kind of first section where it goes into the next sort of black page. I quite like that it's split by these sort of black pages.
Hey, Sharon. I finally caught up to you. I mean, you're probably way ahead of me again, but I have just finished up to that end of that first check-in, page 56. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I can't tell yet whether it's a book I'm going to love, or there's all kinds of things that could go wrong, but I was quite sucked in by the way this opened. And I agree with you that it's a book that I needed, the writing, the prose, I needed to read slowly. It took some getting used to with the absence of capital letters except for proper nouns and no periods, but then now I don't even see that. I'm able to just I've naturalized that, and I am really intrigued. This is going great for me so far. Talk to you later. Bye. So yeah, I have had actually, this has been the biggest reading day that I've had so far during Golden Week. I haven't even tasted my wine yet. Read a ton today. Feel good. I'm back in the groove. And the Onjaki book is good. I'm going to record my first part of the video on this book, David Means A River in Egypt. And I've read a bunch of other stuff, so yeah, great. Kenji will be home soon, so I got to get my video making and my reading done before then. Hey, well, not going to get much reading done today. I did a little bit this morning. We have a home party to go to, house party. Japanese English, they say home party. And it's in the afternoon. So it starts at 1 p.m. So I'm off to pick up a bottle of wine. And we'll be home in the early evening, I'm sure, but I won't be doing much reading after that, I don't think. But that's fine, I'm looking forward to it. What did I read this morning? I finished another chapter in the Anna Spargo Ryan novel, and I'm really enjoying it. It's probably going to take me all or most of May to finish that one. And that's about it. Because then Leo's video for the camera flip came in. It was wonderful, and got really caught up in enjoying all the feedback on his library tour. And then I had a long nap. So here I am, off to pick up some wine, and maybe there'll be some cute boys in the supermarket or something worth seeing. People seem to love my Japanese supermarket videos, so I aim to please. Some kind of a mochi rice sweet rice. Mochi is what? Rice flour, rice something. I don't like it, so I don't really know what it is. Oh dear, slim pickings today, folks. iPad's a little heavy to hold like this. My breakfast tomorrow. I make the wicked beet sauce for spaghetti, and I made some last night and they were out of Parmesan. Last bottle. This is the only wine that I can buy near my house that's affordable and drinkable. That is it.袋一つ。
はい、かしこまりました。16番会計です。ありがとうございます。またお越しください。
お金を投入してください。よろしければ精算ボタンを押してください。お釣りとレシートをお取りください。
I got my wine. Don't they have any gay tea? We're close to our friend Mako and Miho's house, just picking up drinks. Oh. Those are my friends. Getting them from the best side. Maybe I'll get one of my favorite beers.
まあバンクーバーじゃないけどバンクーバーにある州は結構ワインが。これは正直使ったことないから。これ使ったことないから。
そうなの？
うん。だから私もよくわかります。
でもできてる気がする。
Okay, we are at Nakano Station and going for lunch. And I don't think I've ever shown this wonderful restaurant area behind the north exit of the station. It's just full of bars and restaurants. I'm sure there must be at least 1,000, maybe more, back here. On very narrow streets, and it's just, they're so jam-packed with drunk, fun Japanese people at night. It's one of my favorite parts of Tokyo. And they have K-fry. This is Sunday afternoon, so it should be a fairly busy, but it's really a happening place in the evening. Right? Huh? I said, right? This place has $2 beer. There we go. What time is it? I don't want to go there. Rough style. I'm scared. There's only one way to find out, hey? A lot of the places have that kind of seating, which is not my favorite, but I can deal with it for an hour or so. Just to partake in the... It's a healthy place, hey? Honky Tonk Harris. What the hell? Penny? I think we're on the right street, aren't we? Or is it one over? No, I think it's this one. Ooh, looks good. What?
It's electric.
So hot, hey? That must be good. Is that ramen? There's a lineup. Is that one ramen?
I guess. Maybe.
I hope there's not a lineup where we're going, but it's good too.
So crowded.
Where we're going?
I expect like.
Is that Hiroshima Izakaya?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about Hiroshima food?
I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting. The steak place where we're going, I have many times in the last 5 years I had gone to a standing wine bar right across the street. Somebody made a statue of me. And I had never, because I couldn't read the sign, I had no idea that the restaurant across the street was a steak place. But they have a life-size anime character as a statue, a shirtless young boy. Some famous character. right up here, I think. Sitting on a bench outside, so I've had my picture taken in rather lewd positions over the years. And now, there it is.
Yeah.
So there's the wine bar. And there's the...
In there?
Yeah, you go in. Oh, well, I'm ready to go in. You get a pretty good steak for about 12 bucks. 300 grams or something. There you go. Thank you. I'm in heaven. Hey, well, this will be my last wrap up. Let's wrap this week-long VeeLog up, shall we? I've had a great week. Haven't had a really productive week reading-wise, but it's been a really regenerative week where I've done, as I have shown you, lots of social things, lots of downtime, lots of relaxing, and now I've kind of got my reading mojo back. So I've spent almost half of today reading, and I've got maybe another good hour or two of reading left to do before I'll call it quits for the night. And so let me just end by kind of showing you where I'm at. I'm absolutely loving this. I'm just finished chapter 3 today, and I will finish chapter 4 before I give up today. Loving it. Fabulous buddy read with Jacqueline of 6 Minutes for Me. This is the one that's really getting me here. This one. I am a chapter and a bit into this Indian novel, and it has grabbed my interest. I don't know whether I'm going to love it or like it in the long term, but in the short term, I am interested in the voice of the wife and the way she is describing her marriage with this man who is about to be charged in some kind of embezzlement or some kind of work scandal. So far, I'm interested. I am nearly 100 pages into the Onjaki novel Transparent City, and this one is really holding my interest. It's not my normal type of novel in that there's a lot of political stuff, and there's a large there are a large number of characters, but I'm keeping it all straight, and it is holding my interest definitely. I'm not sure all the humor is particularly amusing to me, but the characters are really, really interesting, and I'm interested in every dimension of the story. So at 100 pages, I think that's a good sign. And enjoying the buddy read with Sharon at Hooked on Books very much. And I read the first story. It was a reread. I think it might be the third time I have reread it. The second time I've reread it. The third time I've read it. And have compared notes with Kendra about that. I don't know if I'll get to the second story today. That was my plan, but the day is getting away from me. It's Alice Munro, so it's perfection. And that is the kind of reading week it's been, and I've had a great time doing the VeeLog, and I'm testing out a new piece of video editing software. So I don't think there'll be too many new bells and whistles that I will show from you as I'm just learning the ropes, but I'm having fun getting to know it. And tomorrow is actually officially part of Golden Week in that it's national holiday. My senior citizen students that I teach Monday mornings don't like to take a break on national holidays, so I will be teaching, and I'm quite happy to go back to work in the morning and still have half a day off. And my work schedule for the rest of the week is relatively light, so I'll be easing my way into the workaday world. So get a fair chunk of reading done this week as well. That's all. Thanks for watching.